What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing out there? We're going to have a look at some things. Little late night stream, guys. Bringing back the evening live streams. You know what it is. You know what we do. See how many people show up. We're going to have a bit of a short one, and then we are going to do the live stream over on the Patreon as soon as we're done over here. So make sure you guys are there for that. Interesting week so far, guys. I've been expecting a red week, and it's Tuesday, and we're still not red, but that doesn't mean that the pain is not coming. And we're going to talk about that a little bit when we get into some of the news. Looking over at Bitcoin. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin chart, see what's happening. All right, so Bitcoin did not close higher. We closed just a hair lower than yesterday. Around 87,363. Not much lower, but lower is still lower, right? At the end of the day, we're up again to 87.7. We'll see what happens, guys. Death cross is literally taking place right now, right here, as you can see. Now listen, death cross, guys. I know it sounds scary, but the fact is it's a lagging indicator. So it represents all this downside that's already happened. It doesn't represent something bad that is about to happen. However, there is something bad about to happen. I love doing that. I do think we are coming down still, guys. I think that the market is, convincing everybody that we're going up. And again, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. And instead, we're going to get a flash crash, right? And so many people are going to be unprepared for it, and they're not going to know who, what, where, when, why, or how. And people will panic sell. But not us. Not us, guys. We are ready for it. We have our dry powder on the side. We are waiting for it. We welcome it. All right, let's get into the chat a little bit. Big Rob in the house. What's up, Paul? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. What else do we have here? Let me get that in there. Triple J, what's going on, man? The like is free, guys. Exactly. It costs you nothing, guys. Smash that like button. Paul, what's up, buddy? Good to see you again, my friend. Good to see you, brother. Jared, what's up, man? Appreciate your leadership, Rob. I couldn't be more happy being a part of the Patreon and finding you, the channel boss. Hey, no problem, bro. I love having you over there too, brother. I love having you over there, man. Yeah, the Patreon community has been absolutely crazy phenomenal, guys. Like, we have grown to one of the largest crypto communities out there. It's fantastic. As always, guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. Like we said, it costs you a big fat zero. It doesn't cost you nothing. Not a thing, niente. So go ahead and smash it, whack it, do what you got to do, guys. It's free, right? It's free. Come on. Right. Bulldog Lifts, what's up, man? Who bought Crow at 6-7 cents? There you go, man. There you go. Crow in the house. Squirtle, we got Squirtle. I love ending my day with crypto future live streams. There you go. There you go. Absolutely, man. Oh, Taku's in the house. A piece of candy? No, it's Jasmine on basically fire sale. There you go. Zebek 2. If you guys haven't gotten your bags yet, almost 50% off for the month. Let's go, baby. We got Squirtle. We got Pikachu in the house. Jeremiah is back. Good to see you, brother. Let's buy these phenomenal prices. Got to catch them all. Hell yeah, brother. Looking forward to spending my dry powder soon. Absolutely, Matt. Carlos, you know how much I sacrificed? We got to get that going again, man. We got to get it going again. Doom and gloom. Clint, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. ODP in the house. And Yamaha says Patreon is the way to go. Absolutely, man. We're going to be live over on the Patreon as soon as we're done here. We got some interesting things to talk about tonight. Shannon, what's up, man? Super fantastic. Love hearing it. Any insight on AI tech? You think it will survive? You think it survives? AI tech? Is that like a specific project, or are you asking me about AI technology in general? I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, wait, it's a train. I've been patient for the last 4 days with some dry powder. I hope we have the flash crash soon. My buy order is still looking lonely down there. It's coming, brother. It's coming, man. Just got to hold tight, right? I know how you feel. Listen, I've been continuing to accumulate dry powder every day, waiting. It'll happen, man. It'll happen. Trust me, bro. And I got the itchy finger too, man. I want to go nuts, get a little crazy. Let's get a little crazy. All right, let's see what's going on out there in the wide world. We're caught up in the chat for the moment, guys. Check this out. Bullish news on the channel sponsor, guys. Decent Wallet. Check this out. Big news out of Decent Wallet, guys. It's here. Decent Multi-Wallet is live. Decent family, now you can view all of your Decent wallets in one place with our new multi-wallet feature. Decent fam, managing wallets is a pain. Decent responds as it should be. You need to drive our development. This one's for you. So there you go, guys. New upgrades to Decent Wallet, guys. Get yourselves one today. Use our link down below. They have a special Filecoin deal going on right now, 50% off. Use our link down below, guys. Listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Leaving your crypto on a hot wallet like Coinbase Wallet or on an exchange is like dangling a little carrot out there for hackers to say, here, come and steal my money. What are you doing? What are you thinking? Would you leave your purse or wallet on a table in the mall or something like that and just walk away from it, hoping no one takes it? Of course not. So why are you doing it with your crypto, right? So get yourself a Decent Wallet, 50% off. Use our link down below, guys. Awesome news from Decent Wallet. They got a little video here showing how to manage all of your, so it's kind of like a portfolio tracker across all of your Decent wallets. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty freaking cool. You can swap right on your wallet as well, so you don't have to worry about exchanges freezing you or your ability to trade. Very, very cool. All right, check this out, guys. We've got a little drama. There's not really, a whole bunch of news, so we figured, hey, let's see what's going on in Ben Armstrong's life. Got arrested again. Big surprise, right? BitBoy gets arrested again. He just can't stop himself. Part of me feels sympathy for him. I've never, guys, you're watching in real time the largest crypto content creator for years. The complete downfall and self-destruction of the BitBoy, right? Now, some will argue that it's all self-inflicted, and I would tend to agree. However, what I would say, guys, is that he doesn't have good people around him right now. Clearly, if people cared about him, they would stop him from all of the online stuff he's been doing. He's only hurting himself, right? So the people around him are not caring enough about him to stop what he's doing. So he continues to get arrested. It's unfortunate. So what I would say, guys, I wish him well. God bless. We don't want to wish bad on people, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, BitBoy needs to step away from the spotlight for a while, get his life together, get his stuff together, and maybe come back clean and sober and, hinged instead of unhinged, so to speak, right? So, but for now, I would say, guys, don't take financial advice from this man. He's not in a good place right now. He's not giving good advice. Not that some would say he never was, but I'm just saying, right? Be careful. Be careful. Liz, what's going on, Lizzie? Good to see you. Big Pato, all this overtime at work, and now I'm ready for this dip. Thanks for always keeping us grounded, brother. Hey, no problem, man. That's my job, man, is to keep you guys ready for whatever's coming next. Quentin, what's up, buddy? It's going good, brother. It's going good. I'm looking forward to the live stream over on the Patreon tonight. Yeah, I got to get a hardware wallet. Gonna get the descent. Yeah, use my link down below, Matt, and get a fantastic deal, brother. Your boy, much love, brother. Good to see you, man. Otaku's in the house. More BitBoy drama. Poor Ben. Yeah. When you live your life out loud like that, you know, I guess, right? Lizzie. Love Robin, the Patreon. Such a great, amazing people over there and such great help too. Absolutely, Lizzie. Absolutely. We love having you over there. We love having you there, Lizzie. Big Botto says, hit the likes, guys. Hit the likes. Or else elbow drop, body slam, head scissors, Hurricane Rana for the 3 count. Get it done. Make it happen. Let's go, baby. Heavyweight champ, Big Botto in the house. Okay, what else do we have? Let's get into some of the news. Okay, enough with the BitBoy drama. What else do we have? See, this is what I'm talking about here, guys, right? The market is shaping up to convince people that Bitcoin's going in one direction, and I think it's going in the opposite, right? We're seeing a lot of articles like this, a lot of these kind of, you know, fluff pieces promoting Bitcoin going up to $110,000 before it goes down. I think the opposite's going to happen. We're going to go down and then we're going to go up. Bitcoin could hit 110,000 as investors await U.S. inflation reports and trade policy decisions. Let's go read the full article. So Bitcoin investors are closely watching the upcoming U.S. Personnel Consumption Expenditure, or PCE, inflation report, set to release on March 28th, 3 days from now, which could play a key role in shaping market sentiment. The report, published by the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis, tracks inflation based on consumer spending and is expected to provide insight into the broader economic conditions. Analysts believe easing inflation concerns could push Bitcoin higher, with some predicting a rise to $110,000 before potential pullback to 76.5. I think 74, maybe 69 is what's going to happen. So we differ here. Bitcoin has historically performed well in April, averaging 12.9% monthly returns, according to CoinGlass data. Yes, however, this is also the worst first quarter for Ethereum we have ever seen. The Federal Reserve's recent decision to ease its monetary tightening could further boost liquidity, which some analysts say may contribute to price increases. Juan Peltzer, senior research analyst at Into the Block, noted that Bitcoin's recovery is being driven by institutional interest in large investments. BTC is showing signs of recovery driven by growing institutional interest and significant investments from large players. Global trade tensions remain a major concern for investors. Bitcoin's price has dropped over 14% since the election of Mr. T announced import tariffs on Chinese goods on January 20th. However, markets have rebounded slightly following Mr. T's indication that some trading partners might receive exemptions or reductions in tariffs. Despite this, uncertainty remains. Nikolai Soundergaard, a research analyst at Nansen, pointed out that the market pressure is likely to continue until at least April 2nd, depending on whether countries reach agreements on trade policies. I'm not looking forward to seeing what happens with the tariffs on April 2nd and onwards. Maybe we'll see some of them dropped, but it depends on all countries if all countries can agree. QCP Group, a Singapore-based digital asset firm, highlighted the PCE report has a key factor in Bitcoin's movements. As we approach Friday's quarterly expiry with the highest open interest in topside strikes above 100K, we don't expect major volatility driven by options positioning alone. But attention will turn to the PCE inflation print, which could become a key catalyst, the firm stated on Telegram. Risk assets have experienced some recovery after Mr. T's signaled the exemptions from tariffs might be possible, helping to ease market jitters. While some analysts remain cautious about continued volatility, many believe that Bitcoin is more likely to reach new highs before experiencing a significant correction. The broader economic landscape remains uncertain, with inflation concerns, trade policies, and shifting monetary strategies influencing investor sentiment. With the PCE inflation report approaching, Bitcoin traders will be watching closely for any signs of easing macroeconomic risks that could drive further price movement. I disagree. I disagree with the direction of where we're going to go. I think we're going to see that flash crash, guys. I really do. I think the market has been perfectly positioning people to believe that we're going up, and whenever the general sentiment feels that way, guys, it's going to be a rug. We're going to see that flash crash to the downside, which is going to provide us with a phenomenal dollar cost averaging opportunity, right? I will be ready. I hope you guys will be ready too. So yeah. Right. J Money. Oh, we got Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Pikachu. We need Charmander, guys. We got no Charmander. That's not good. Caspa. Yes, we love Caspa, Thomas. Caspa is fantastic. How about that Canada election, April 28th? Let's go. Conservatives, baby. Let's go. If Mark Carney wins, we are doomed. Hey, if he wins, I'm moving. Right? Plain and simple. Solid community. Yes. Thank you, Anthony. Awesome to have you here, brother. Awesome to have you. Matt, just bought the Decent wallet. Can't wait to get it. There you go, brother. There you go. Exciting stuff, man. PP 2025. Let's go. Pierre Polyev, exactly, man. You know where my vote's going. You know where my wife's vote's going. Absolutely, man. We got to straighten this country out. Jared, the dry powder still burns. So much great news. Don't forget about the GameStop putting Bitcoin on the balance sheets today. Yes. Yeah, I saw you were talking about that earlier, Otaku. I was creeping in your live stream earlier. I didn't say anything because what was I doing? I was mixing some protein or something. I had you playing in the background. I was listening. I'm always creeping, brother. I'm creeping while you're sleeping. But yes, GameStop definitely put Bitcoin on the balance sheets. Big things popping there, little things stopping for sure, man. Very, very bullish. David, what's up, my dude? Jeanette, I will be moving to Alberta if he wins. Yeah, here's the problem though, right? Here's the problem. If you're a crypto investor and you live in Canada, there's only two provinces you want to live in, because if you don't live in either I think it's BC or Manitoba, then there's a limit to, I think you're only allowed to invest up to, I can't remember the number. I think it's like $20,000 or $30,000 a year into crypto. That's it, right? That's all you're allowed to invest if you live in any other province except for Manitoba or I think BC. So yeah, that's another reason we need a change in our leadership up here in the Great White North. Love you, Rob. Love you too, brother. Love you too, man. Fly Token, what's up, man? Hello, people. Fly Token in the house. What's going down? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. What else do we have going on out there in this crazy world? Let's find out. Let's find out. More misleading information, in my opinion. Bitcoin's RSI breaks downtrend amid resistance concerns. Bitcoin's, you see what I mean, guys, about how all these articles are coming out that Bitcoin's going to higher prices? Red flag. Bitcoin's relative strength index, or RSI, recently broke its daily downtrend. The critical signal for potential market movements. Analysts have cautioned that Bitcoin faces strong resistance around $90,000, posing challenges. The event involves significant shifts in Bitcoin's market dynamics, notably the RSI breaking a key downtrend. This shift may influence investor sentiment, with potential implications for future market behavior. Bitcoin markets saw increased attention following the RSI shift, leading to mixed reactions among investors. While some view this as a buying opportunity, others remain cautious about future volatility. Others. Market analysts have highlighted the significance of the strong resistance ahead as Bitcoin approaches key levels, suggesting continued scrutiny from traders. Bitcoin, identified as BTC, currently has a price of $87,500, according to CoinMarketCap data. It holds a market. Yeah, we don't need to know the market cap and all that stuff. We know that. Historically, Bitcoin has experienced similar RSI breakouts, often preceded by significant price movements. These occurrences typically signal increased investor interest and market volatility, drawing attention to potential future trends. Experts suggest that based on historical patterns, Bitcoin might face intense trading activities around resistance levels. The RSI break is viewed as a potential catalyst for further market shifts into hiccups, contingent on overcoming impending resistance levels. We need retail back. Hell yeah, they'll come, man. They will come. If you build it, they will come. Dave, what's up, brother, man? I feel like I'm in a one-way relationship with my girls in Zebecca. I know all the love. I show all the love and give all the cash. I get crickets. Really? I only have 10K though. Anyway, there you go, man. I'm gonna have a dry powder ready. There you go, man. There she is, Gamma Goddess in the house. I'm focusing on getting more dry powder for the dip. Let's get this money. Looking forward to our Patreon this evening. Yes, going to be a good live stream, man. Going to be a good live stream. Bob Mercer is a crypto analyst now. he was a legacy hedge fund manager. Yeah, apparently. Hey, you know what, man? I have seen articles, my friend. I have seen articles identifying people who couldn't read a chart to save their lives as analysts. Right? So, absolutely. I remember reading an article once and it labeled Crypto John a technical analyst. And I was like, this guy literally on his channel says that TA is garbage and that you shouldn't try to learn it. He's the furthest from a technical analyst. So, yeah, it's funny. Right. What else do we have in the news? Let's see. U.S. consumer expectations hit 12-year low as economic worries mount. Here we go. This comes as Americans continue to view the U.S. economy negatively due to the rising prices and uncertainty surrounding Mr. T's policies. By March, the Conference Board Consumer Confidence Index had reached 92.9, the lowest level in 4 years, and down from February's 98.3. The Expectations Index, which examines consumers' short-term expectations for business, labor markets, and income conditions, also declined in February and March. At 65.2% in March, the Expectation Index was far below the 80-point mark, which, according to the Conference Board, normally indicates an impending recession. February also saw a decline, with the index falling to 72.9, the first time it had dipped below 80 since June of 2024. Yelena, I'm not even going to try to read that last name, senior U.S. economist at the Conference Board, said one of their most striking findings was how consumers' expectations concerning their financial circumstances has deteriorated. Quote, So that does seem to indicate that all the uncertainty surrounding the economic outlook is really beginning to weigh on consumers on how they're going to move forward. In addition, consumers' expectations for the economy have weakened. According to multiple readings, including Tuesday's, the market is increasingly concerned that consumers could pull back on spending if they grow more pessimistic about the economy. The chair of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, and economists disagree on whether a soft survey data such as the Consumer Confidence Index will make hard economic data like real consumer spending worse. There have been lots of times when people are saying downbeat stuff about the economy, and they got out and they go buy a new car. Powell said, however, we can't assume that will be the case here. We will be watching closely for weakness in the real data. For now, however, most economists have insisted that there remain no clear signs of a sharp slowdown, even if the overall growth trajectory for the U.S. economy is likely weaker than expected going into the year. On Sunday, Morgan Stanley chief global economist wrote in a research note to clients that all recession-related crises are probably overstated. He pointed to the worrying collapse of retail sales in January before rebounding in February. According to the February edition of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York's Survey of Consumer Expectations, which was made public on Monday, March 10th, consumers were less confident about their future financial circumstances, even though their medium and long-term inflation expectations remained constant. Furthermore, the bank's Center of Macroeconomic Data revealed notable drops in expectations regarding credit accessibility, delinquency, and unemployment. Based on credit accessibility, a greater percentage of households believe it was harder to obtain credit, whether a smaller percentage believed it was simpler. Additionally, 3 banking regulators, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, the Federal Reserve Board, and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, released data on Monday that indicated weakening credit quality among borrowers with balances exceeding $100 million. The regulators explained that the reasons for the negative trends in credit quality were the pressures of high interest rates on leveraged borrowers and the compressed operating margins in certain industry sectors. You don't say. What do you call a board Patreon? A Patreon? Fun fact. Good evening, Fly Token. Wow, you're on Twitter as well. Hell yeah, we are, man. Hell yeah, we are. View, what's up, man? How are we moving on the M2 correlation? I haven't looked at it, honestly. I haven't really looked at it lately. We're looking. I think I actually was looking at it the other day, and we were looking. We actually were looking. Right on course, I believe. Hang on a second here, and I gotta. Uno momento, por favor. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust my my M2 money supply chart here. Sorry, guys, it's acting up on me. Bear with me, man. All right, I think we got it. I think we got it. This is frustrating me. My computer's acting up. All right, let's try this again. No. Here we go. Okay, we got it. All right, sorry guys, it's acting up on me. So, according to this, as you can see, where are we? So we had our, here was the down, here's the down. So this here, as you can see, we went up and then back down again, right? Which is what we're doing right here. We're going up and then we're doing the same thing. So this move is what we're in right now, right here, right? Does that make sense to you? So we have more downside to go, as you can see. Damn it. As you can see, if we're following the M2 money supply, so let me get rid of some of this sloppiness here so you can see what I'm saying. So if we're following the M2 money supply, as you can see, right here, we're in that upward tick right here, which is right here. But then we got to come back down, which we've come back down. But so we've come down and then we're doing this little ramp up right here, right? You see how we've come down and then we're doing this little ramp up. Well, look at this, okay? We've come down, we're doing this little ramp up. Then what happens next? We go down, we set a lower low than we did back here, okay? So that is that lower low, that is likely where we're going to put in that 74 to 69K level, right? So we're going to come back down again, just like we did there, putting in a lower low than we did here, right? I hope you guys are following me here and I'm not just making sloppy stuff on my screen. Here, let me, so yeah, so we're going to come down and then we will likely do this. We'll follow this, right? But right now, if you can see, the M2 money supply is kind of starting to come down a little bit. But that doesn't matter to us right now. What matters is that this run right here, we have coming to us still right now, right? So could this be, here's a question for all of the people who've been asking me about a spring pump. A pump into the spring before the summer doldrums, right? Could this be our spring pump that happens through April, maybe part of May, before we see this part? Because as you can see right here, we're starting to come down. Is this an indicator of the summer dump, right? The sell in May, walk away, which Bitcoin will do after it does this. Then we'll come down for the summer, followed by the blow off top in the fall. It'll be interesting. So what do you guys think? Seem to be following it pretty closely here, guys. Pretty closely, right? So yeah. Are we on our leg up? Right? Or, yeah, are we on our leg up? It'd be interesting to see, guys. It'd be interesting to see. But we're still tracking very well. Now there are some people who say that the 105 day is more accurate than the 100 or than the 70, right? So let's move this over to 105. Let's check that out. That would push us back. Yeah, maybe. You know what? This is fairly accurate too, right? Look how close this one is correlated right now. We're having the pump right now. So here we go. Are we about to see this? This correlates with the dump that I've been saying that's coming, right? This would bring us down 69 to 74 on Bitcoin before that would put us into May. If we do this, that would mean that May 4th, May 5th is when we'll start moving up. So can you hold off? Are you ready for this dump right here? Are you ready for this, bringing us down to 74 to 69K? That would track for, why is someone putting addresses, crypto addresses in the chat? Mods, can you get rid of those addresses? I don't know what that's about. But anyway, so that would mean that right about here, right, we're going to see this downward right about now. So we're going to go from March, so we're going to go April. So about 4 more weeks, guys, 4 or 5 more weeks. We're going to go down, and then we're going to go sideways through April. And then starting at the beginning of May here, May 4th, we would start our trek upwards. What do you guys think about that? Are you ready for that? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? How do I book a one-on-one with you? I see something on your link that says April one-on-ones listing. Yeah, watch the video. I posted a video today, Stowe, on how to book your one-on-one, the process. So yeah, just watch the video that I posted on the Patreon today. Volks, what's up, buddy? I have US, scam. Isaac, my dude, what's up, man? Dinner was a little late tonight, but I made it. There you go, man. I hope people realize that once crypto turns around, it will never come back to these levels. It will be this. It will be like, yeah. You know what? I mean, you're kind of right, Fly Token. You're kind of right. It is like the stock market, but what a lot of people don't realize about the stock market and crypto is actually that the stock market has just as much volatility as crypto does. The problem is that you're not an accredited investor in the stock market, so you can't get into projects when they launch. In crypto, you can. So here's what people don't understand with the narrative. I know there's a narrative going around that there's not going to be any volatility left in crypto in the future. False. That's incorrect. There's always going to be new crypto projects launching every cycle, just like always. This cycle we had, you know, your Caspas, your Mirias, right? Your Ondos, your Piths, right? These projects are always going to be launching, and you're always going to have the opportunity to get in on them early because there is no accredited investor program that pertains to crypto at this point in time. So people who think that the volatility in crypto as a whole is going to be gone, no, it's not. It will die down for the top projects that survive, stuff like Bitcoin. And like people say Ethereum, but I really don't think Ethereum is going to survive the long run. I think that Ethereum is going to continue to have its market cap picked away at by all of these new layer ones that continue to come out. Your Solanas, your Cardanos, your Algorands, your HBARs. They're going to continue, your XRPs, to chip away at Ethereum's market cap, and over the cycles we're going to see Ethereum start to fall back down to the rest of the layer ones because it's too expensive to use and build on, right? So but yeah, no, that's a false narrative that there won't be any volatility in crypto. That's not a thing. That's, you know, companies are not just going to stop launching. There's not going to be a time when it's just like, okay, we're full. No more new crypto projects to get into. That's it, right? And market caps on these altcoins are going to continue to drop every cycle as well. Because here's another thing that people don't understand. Even in the stock market, listen, there's bull runs and there's bear runs, right? When smart money in the stock market thinks that we're going to, for example, head towards a recession or things are going to get tougher, what do? They pull all of their liquidity out of the stock market. And what happens to the S&P 500? It crashes, right? So the same thing is going to happen with crypto, right? So that's a false narrative that there's not going to be volatility in crypto anymore for a multitude of reasons. Beast Mode, what's up, man? Jasmine dropping real nice updates tonight. Junction GPU, yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Beebs, my dude, what's up, man? Yes, people will chase IDOs and fly token. Nice. Pretty go away. There you go. So yeah. So that's looking pretty good. Anyway, guys, listen, I got to get ready to go. We're going to be doing a live stream over on the Patreon in about 20 minutes. Make sure you guys are over there for that. There's going to be some great things going on. Book your one-on-one coaching calls with me over there as well, guys. Join the community. Join the chat. One of the largest, most educational communities in crypto. Extremely cheap as well. So get over there, guys. The link is in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.